Today, we're going to be signing a Memorandum of Understanding to begin developing a law enforcement-assisted diversion program for the city of Albany. And over time, after meeting for many years, the business community, community leaders, the police, the DA, defense attorneys, health experts, they developed this program called Law Enforcement-Assisted Diversion. And essentially what it allowed for is for the police at point of contact in Seattle for low-level drug crimes like possession and sales, along with prostitution, the police could divert those individuals using their discretion immediately into the hands of a caseworker. And that case manager would then work with the individual to find the services that they need so that they could stabilize their lives and get back on track.
I stand here at what I believe to be one of the grandest moments in the history of the city and the county of Albany. I stand here with some leaders who are key to our community, and we've collaborated for a long period of time, and they brought us to this moment of agreement, which is fantastic. Their actions show a renewed commitment to justice, and their presence represents significant change and progress, and most of all, hope. Hope that we are headed towards social justice where Black lives matter and all lives matter.
We not only need to bridge the gap, we actually need to close the gap. We need to deal with that wounded community. We need to do our part in that. We're the face of things, law enforcement. So it's time that the face of things actually can get out in front and change things. We're not the ones who made the law. We're just unfortunately the ones that get told we have to enforce the law.
This is an issue that really cuts across our entire community. We were asked by the people who worked on that transition report to build an approach that would heal wounded communities and attack root causes of poverty, that would allow for pre-arrest diversions for cases of low-level drug arrests and for treating mental illness that often lead to crime. And they specifically mentioned LEAD. But we knew we couldn't succeed without strong partnerships. So over the last year, we created an amazing coalition that includes the District Attorney's Office, the County Executive's Office, the Center for Law and Justice, the different business improvement districts, the Drug Policy Alliance, and many, many more.
Something does have to change, and we have to look at things differently. Just because we've been doing it for 30, 40 years doesn't mean it was right. Doesn't mean it was the right program. So I'm glad we're finally admitting, hey, we've had it wrong. We have to retry it. We have to re-engage the community and build a foundation for a community saying, look, you know, there's alternatives to incarceration. There's alternatives that we can do, whether you need mental health problems, whatever it may be, we can get that services. Our probation department can work with you. Our public defender's office can work with you. But to build up somebody, not tear them down, because you said it most elegantly, throwing them in jail doesn't answer the question. It doesn't say, hey, well, they did their time, they did their 3 years, and now they're out on the streets. What do they have? You go back to the only thing that you know, because you can't get a job, no one will give you a job, no one will hire, or you don't have the skill. By working with the individuals, we can prevent incarceration.
When you talk about the public that needs us the most, the mental health, the addiction community that we're trying to keep out of our facilities, that's the one problem is that there's nowhere for them. The state has shut down mental health institutions. Where do they go? They go to the county jail. When you pick up somebody on the street that's got an addiction issue with a low nonviolent crime, where do they go? They go to the county jail. We're not a treatment facility. We're not a mental health facility. So we need to continue to come up with great, innovative, and productive ways, such as this program that is being kicked off this morning.
You know, this is a blessing in disguise because it's an opportunity to really show the amazing things that law enforcement on the front lines, in fact, are involved.